Donald Trump knows very well that there is no white Afrikaner who's being killed in South Africa.
South Africa has a problem, and it is not what Donald Trump was alleging. Instead, what he was alleging during that ambushed meeting were just symptoms of the problem. What was highlighted was the unaliving of white Afrikaners, which has since been proven not to be true, and which had led President Donald Trump to call for the arrest of this man, Julius Malema, for inciting the unaliving of the white Afrikaners. And he brought receipts, by showing a video of Julius Malema chanting the song that he was chanting, with respect to unaliving the Boers, even though that song was a freedom chant or freedom song that had been in existence since the days of the ANC, when there was apartheid and they were struggling and they were fighting for their freedom. However, it didn't stop Julius Malema from responding to Donald Trump's arrest demand. And as always, he was defiant.
Donald Trump knows very well that there is no white Afrikaner who's being killed in South Africa. It's a lie. Even if they come and kill us, it will remain a lie, because no one is being killed in South Africa.
After addressing Donald Trump, he then went on to clarify the issues in South Africa.
There is no black people who are killing white people as a political statement that we are now going to kill whites. There is no organization that represented that. The white killings I've seen is white people killing each other, partners, for inheritance.
He chided the white Afrikaners for all their evil deeds in South Africa. He condemned them without even mincing words, and called on black people to never apologize to white people. That instead it should be the white people who should apologize. Listen to him.
Please, we don't owe white people an apology. Black people, stop apologizing to white people. They are the ones who are owing us an apology. You have done too much to damage a black nation. We are unemployed because of you. We are dying of diseases because of you. We are illiterate because of you. We have surrendered to drugs because of you. You owe us a lot. You must show remorse and stop behaving like crybabies. The South African democracy is going to be built by a robust debate, particularly when it comes to race relations. We must stop pretending to each other here. The poor means black. The rich means white. For as long as that has not been resolved, there will be a permanent problem between the poor and the rich.
And there it is. When I started this, I said South Africa has a problem. And therein lies South African problem. For a better understanding of what the real problem is in South Africa, let's listen to this.
South Africa is the richest country in Africa for whites, who, when you look at 7 million whites controlling 93% of the South African economy, their income per capita is over $56,000 every year. That's American level, US level. But the black South Africans, who constitute 54 million people in South Africa, have to share 7% of the economy. And when you look at that income per capita per person, it's $550 a year. That means black South Africans have a lower income per capita than any other African country. So they're the poorest Africans, so to speak.
There it is. That is South Africa's key problem. Land grab by the white settlers. The unequal distribution of land in South Africa. A situation where 7% of the population control over 80% of the land. And the funny thing is that these land grabbers, these white settlers, do not want to share. They actually think that black equality is white oppression. You can imagine the mindset. You take somebody's land, you enjoy it, you profit from it. The person is landless, he's desperate, he's hungry. He needs some of this land, to be able to survive. And you know what the problem is, but you do not want to help. You want to frustrate him. You'd rather he dies than share this land with him, even though it was his in the first place, and you took it by force. Beats my imagination. And I'm not the only one who is flabbergasted by these actions. Let's listen to the South African president himself talk about this same problem.
It is the partial and exclusive ownership of the means of production in our country that is holding this economy from growing. So, what we seek to do, as set out in the Equality Clause in our Constitution, to redress the imbalances of the past. If we accept that the ownership of our economy is imbalanced, the clause on equality in our Constitution seeks to undo that, to redress that. So therefore, ownership of our economy should be broadened. And this is what baffles me by those who are opposed to black economic empowerment. I say, what do you want to see happening? Do you want to see black people continuing to play the role of laborers, drawers of water, hewers of wood, and consumers only? Why can't black people be made to own productive aspects of our economy? Why can't they be rich as well? That is what needs to happen. Because it is when they get to that level. Dr. Mulder, you look at the Afrikaners, the history of your people. If you look at the history of your people, they were held back by the English. And with later days, they were enabled. They became more and more economically empowered. And they became economically empowered due to the policies of apartheid, the laws that were put in place, the sweet deals that they were given, and they started getting more and more into being serious economic players. Why can't the same be done for black people? Why? And this baffles me. Really, I don't understand it, because to me that is the normal thing to do. You need, as a nation, to say, this group has been disempowered. It's been disempowered, we need to empower it.
So that's it. Unless and until the colonizers, the beneficiaries of the apartheid regime, begin to see other people as human beings, begin to see other people as parts of the Commonwealth, this problem, like Julius Malema said, will not cease. That's it.